How's the audio?
We are rolling.
How's the audio though?
I don't know, man. I didn't check it. I don't know what I'm
Well,
doing.
why don't you check it? It's what I pay you for.
Of course I checked it. It's fine.
It's your job.
Jesus Christ.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Welcome to the Ryan Joseph Show. Recently I did a set at the Alamo Draft House in Mueller, and the guy from Big Laughs was there, Brandon, very nice guy. And I did this to him when he was there. This is what I said. I want you guys to all yell at that guy back there. Let him back the Vulcan. Go for it now. 1, 2, 3. Let him back the Vulcan. You like that, Brandon? This is a really good moment in my life. Is there any hot Asian kids here? We got Tom Sisca here today, dude. Tom, it's been a while. I haven't seen you in forever, dude. Where the fuck have you been? Why are your socks pulled up like so high while you're wearing shoes with shorts?
Well, I live in Texas, and I do a lot of things outdoors, and I gotta let the boys breathe.
Yeah.
And then tall socks. I'd highly recommend if you're gonna wear shorts, because bugs, all types of things.
No, it's a
I just
great.
had a critter crawling on me outside just now when I was trying to roll a joint. There was a roach that almost
There's a
crawled
great.
up my-
Almost crawled up your sack.
yes.
There's a great boxer on that. I forgot what it's called, but it was at the Skankfest. These people, they were sponsoring it, but it's like a boxer that like holds your dick and your balls for you. You put your dick through like a little slit, and then your balls go in like a little like kangaroo sack, and you walk around with it. Sheath
Yeah.
boxers,
Oh.
and I will have you promote the show one day, Sheath. I like you a lot because I would love those boxers, man. It's just like it feels like your balls are just being held by like an angel everywhere where you're walking towards them. You're walking around towards people. So where have you been? Why haven't you called me?
I
I
have called you.
don't call people. You
Yeah.
you call me. Where have you been?
Yeah, I reach out to you. I've been working.
Oh, we talked
Tell you
last.
to-
You were
I've
telling me. Yeah, you've
been
been.
trying to tell you to come by, get some barbecue.
Yeah, I haven't been eating. I ate barbecue recently. It was actually I just had like a hankering for it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I haven't really eaten it in a while.
Yeah, you need more like barbecue and gunpowder. Like it's like cheese and wine. You need that
Yeah.
together, like one after the other,
Okay.
for like your mental health.
So how's life? How's the girlfriend?
Great.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
guys got scabies still?
No. That was a nice 2-3 month adventure to
Dude,
kick off the new year.
He
but,
got the worst case of scabies ever, man. He came over and dropped off some like ivermectin because I got COVID at the time. And
Wait. How long ago was this?
this was how
I
long?
think I was on your podcast back in.
You had scabies when you were
January.
in here?
No, he didn't have it during it. No, I wouldn't even go near. I dropped off. I went and got him medicine because he didn't have the money yet or something, or
That's not what happened.
or he couldn't go outside like a leper or something. I don't know. I went to this pharmacy for you, and I dropped it off, but I like threw it from a distance and like got back in my
You
car.
left in like a bag of Whataburger.
Yeah, I was like, ugh, and just shut my door really quick. I was like, disgusting. No, but you gave me ivermectin, saved my life when I had COVID.
Yeah.
But the girl that you gave it
You
to,
look like you got some scabies on your hand right there. What the hell is that?
oh, that's actually
I'm just kidding.
no, that's actually I have a troubled love life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had a squall gnaw on you.
yeah. When you
Squall
date,
gnawed on your paw.
when you squaws pretty much. And I have problems like we've talked about before.
Yeah.
And
Did
nothing
you get some shots after that?
nothing's gotten better since I've seen you on the pod before.
One? Well,
Nothing
real quick, just
nothing
to
whatsoever.
summarize
I
the
haven't grown or gotten better.
the
Like,
infectious skin parasite that I had. I
Yeah.
reckon I got it on the beach.
you got it on the beach of Florida, right?
Yeah.
You want to blame Florida for this shit?
I'm gonna blame Florida, and then
Whatever. We don't have scabies in Florida.
apparently
Florida.
certain parasites have grown resistant to modern day drugs that used to kill them. So
and you would
What I
feel
was being prescribed wouldn't quite get rid of it, and on top of that, I think it just takes a while for your skin to heal. And what I ended up doing, they were giving me ivermectin for it, and I had some ivermectin left from COVID, but that just wasn't enough. So I went to the Tractor Supply Co.
Tractor Supply.
and I
Yeah.
got a stick of moxidectin, which is like ivermectin, but like times 30. Like it would stay in, the animal or whatever is taking it.
So
for
ivermectin really is like cow uh dewormer or something, or
yeah,
horse
it's like a
dewormer.
bacteria that
Horse
grows in
dewormer.
soil.
Yeah.
So it naturally grows in soil to keep bugs off of plants.
But why does that help COVID if you take a horse or dewormer because it's a virus?
Well, that's not talking about that. I'm saying I already had that for COVID, but I'm taking.
Wait, are you trying to tell me
I'm-
what not to talk about
Yeah,
on my
because
podcast?
exactly, I'm trying to tell you the story of the scabies that you asked me about. This is the point. This is what I had to do.
This is
I had
what
to go
we
get
on the
a-
podcast. We go. It's like a river. Okay,
I
Tom,
had
it's like a river. We flow, go into different conversations. If I ask you a
Okay,
question,
but
it
we're
doesn't
gonna-
mean I want to answer.
too bad. This is gonna
All right, tell us your problem.
this is
with
gonna
scabies.
help people one day. Maybe even you if these chicks keep biting you and shit. So you're gonna go to the Tractor Supply Co. Get a thing called moxidectin. It's like ivermectin, but it stays in the animals or whoever's taking its blood system for 5 weeks at full strength. Whereas if you take ivermectin, it only lasts 14 hours. So basically, it lasts the full cycle of any type of bug or parasite that would stay on you. Like if it's 14 weeks and the eggs hatch, it's gonna still be in there full strength and kill everything. That's what they give to pets, like your dog or cats,
Well, couldn't
to
you
keep
just take?
fleas off of them and ticks for like
Couldn't
a
you
full
just
month.
take like more ivermectin though, and necessarily just so to keep up with it?
Yeah, but it costs a lot of money, and
Yeah.
it still wasn't as good as that other shit. You take one dose and you're done. It's good.
Yeah, well, I've become like a dark web supplier of drugs.
Yeah.
And I can probably get whatever you need to now. Of like legal drugs.
Well, yeah,
Just in case anyone was asking.
I just get all my stuff from Tractor Supplies, and
Yeah, man, it seems like legit.
they prescribe
But it worked. It
Well,
worked.
the thing is, I'm saying the irony is my doctor prescribes me ivermectin for COVID, right?
Yeah.
And then when I had a parasite, they gave me ivermectin again, but then I ended up having to get like the super ivermectin from
Yeah.
the store.
And that's
where
what that's what saved you.
it's kind of reversed where people are
Yeah.
like the doctors won't give them it
So
for
what
COVID.
did it what
so
did
they're-
it feel like to have scabies? What
It just felt like there was things crawling in my skin at night when I would try to sleep, and like it didn't quite itch as much as it felt like just irritating. Like it just felt like something was like burrowing, like a piercing feeling.
Can you imagine that, dude? Just like,
Um,
oh my god. So like you would have to just go to sleep while you felt like these things
And
crawling.
I
in
But-
your
had
but here's-
scabies.
but here's the
before.
thing: I would
I think
get
And I
that's
had
called
bed
crabs.
bugs.
What-
That's crabs.
And I had
I would-
crabs.
I
believe
would
it or
get to
not.
the point
all
where
at the same time.
Yeah.
yeah. So get this shit'll wipe out all that stuff. But I'm saying
Yeah.
I was getting to the point where I'd think it would be done and over with, and everything would clear up, and then all of a sudden I'd have like a new mark appear on me, and I'm like, oh my god, it's not ending. So it was like
Yeah, you're getting pretty.
it was really mentally
Dude, how did you get
debilitating.
How did you get scabies?
I don't know. I guess I got
Puerto-
it on the
Puerto Ric-
beach. Like
Puerto
I had.
Rican?
It was the second time I had gotten it in Florida. Like I got it when I was like 19, when I actually fell asleep on the
Puerto-
beach,
Puerto Rican hookers.
and
I got scabies from banging a Mexican girl
Yeah.
that lived in my friend's garage.
okay, that makes
that's
sense.
pretty fucking gross, dude.
That seems like a more
Like-
honorable way to get it than just like innocently
Yeah.
walking around on the beach and then not washing the sand off your feet.
Mexicans are known for like dirty feet. So like, is that what it was? It's
I
just,
don't
like,
know.
Her
I don't
feet
know.
were up in the air and they were all scabies.
So what? And what?
just-
And
They were just bugs.
and what did you have
And
to
you're
do,
like,
Gary, to
"Fuck
get rid of
yeah."
it?
I had to pretty much cover myself in cream. I
Yeah,
remember.
and
Remember
that
it
worked.
was
It was just one
a lot
dose
of
and it worked.
cream.
Because they were giving me that shit, it just wasn't enough.
That's why I like being just like, having like a one woman. I'm a one woman kind of guy, a good classy woman who doesn't have like dirty bugs on her feet. That's that's what I've always been wanting to
You
be.
ever thought about dating a stripper?
No, I wouldn't lower myself. No, I'm kidding. Actually, no. Actually, I don't think there's anything wrong with it because my sister used to be a stripper, and
Would you have dated your stripper?
And I dated my
sister?
sister. What I'm about to say.
Mm.
No, but like
No, I'm saying,
I-
is she the kind of woman that you would have dated?
yeah, my sister. Like I was about to say, dude. Like my sister was a stripper, and I definitely would have dated her. You know, she was like a really good woman, and she overdosed on heroin. She was classy. No, dude, she had like these friends that were just like just all those girls, all those strippers. Like, but she had like porn. She was in like porn star friends. She did porn and shit for a while. And it was really embarrassing to the family because I come home.
Well, yeah, naturally.
I
Certain
developed.
things need to be
I
kept
was
behind closed doors. You know,
well, I'm opening it up,
Like
guys.
stripping.
My dad's gonna be like, no, but like, but no, I was. It's time to talk about it. Okay.
Has the value of her porn gone up since she died?
That was good. That was good.
that was probably one of the best jokes I've heard in a while.
That was good. That was one of the best roasts I've ever heard in a while. You will have it in return during this podcast episode. But
he's gonna kill your family.
what was I going to say is that I was 24 years old and I realized that like it wasn't like, oh, I have a problem, I need to quit drugs. It was like I'm a drug addict. You know, that was I realized that I'm the problem, right? And like cuz like the girl I was dating moved out, I couldn't pay rent and don't ever let that happen again. And and like I just had to move back home from school, and I go there, and I was sleeping in the back fucking futon. My dad wakes me up, and he's like, "Hey, you're taking over your sister's room. She's told me she does porn now. Kicked her out."
Sounds like the next scene of the porn.
He's
Yeah.
He's like, "That's your room," and no one would talk to her in the family, right?
You ever fucked a girl that did porn?
No, no, but I met a lot of those girls and hung out. Dude, one time she brought a girl over, and the girl like crawled into my bed and was like, I wasn't in my bed. She crawled into it.
You
And
talked about this on the last podcast.
no,
we
not
did.
no.
Yeah,
never
she had
said-
herpes.
No. Dude, what is it with this? No, I did not. And she starts crying. That was a stripper. This is a porn star.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, hey, which, by the way, not to interrupt again, but what's more respectable, a porn star or a stripper?
A stripper is
Oh,
more,
yeah.
more respectable.
100%.
They're artists.
It's
They're artists.
completely different. Yeah.
They're artists. The way they climb up, like Spider-Man and shit, and like flip around and like. But anyways, it was funny. 'Cause she was crying. She's like, "I gotta get out of this business. this industry's killing me. I gotta get out of it." And my dad called me. He's like, "Is your sister at the house? And her whore friends? Are they in your bed? Get that fucking whore out of your bed now, boy. Get him out. Get her out." I'm like, "I don't want to. I don't want to, Dad." She's like, "Get her out now."
Oh my god.
I was like, "I really like her last movie." No, but they were always saying, "I want to get out of the industry."
That's
but
like
then
their main MO.
but then they were in
That's how
it.
they make money.
But they were in it for 5 more years. But they all were addicted to drugs. All had like big problems,
Yeah.
and they all were miserable.
Do you
They're
think
actually
there's,
really
like,
they were fun actually to hang out with, but like deep down they were really sad. But they were really fun to hang out
Yeah.
with.
Do you think there's like a club of like people in the porn industry that are all about like straight edge and sober living and stuff, but they're like still do like hardcore
I
porn?
bet you actually there probably is.
No, they're the most disgusting people you ever met.
It's
Porn
like-
people.
You
Yeah,
porn
they're
people,
they're
dude.
smut peddlers for a reason. I mean,
They're
I'm not gonna go on a
like
tirade.
the Grateful Dead fan base, and a lot of those people like
that's
dirty
the dark.
hippies that
That's
take
the
drugs
darkest
and stuff.
world. That's the darkest world you
Then
could
they
ever
have something
go
called
to.
the wharf rats,
Especially-
and they're
no,
like
the
sober
guys-
people that go party.
The guys that like recruit them and shit, they're just the biggest pieces of shit, dude. Like it's just disgusting. Like porn, I think is it's so addictive, dude. Like a male human is not supposed to see that much sex
Dude,
at one time, right? You know what I'm saying? So overloading your brain with that and get that a fucking drain of dopamine and endorphins. When you see like a girl, a real life woman, take off her fucking shirt, you're just like, whatever. I've seen like a horse.
Yeah,
I've
and
seen a
then-
horse fuck a woman today.
Right. And then
I don't really care about this. But if you stop watching porn and then she takes off her shirt, it's like you're 13 years old again. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's a nipple.
Yeah, but if you're watching porn all the time, it's like the only thing that you want is like the dirtiest bitch that you see in the strip club.
Yeah, it's just so bad, dude. It's so like nothing stimulates you. But you also notice like I'll go through withdrawals because I stopped watching porn for like 3
You
years.
went through porn withdrawal?
Yeah, well,
What?
I'm like really in tune with my body, Gary. I
Shut the fuck up.
I can feel things when I'm, no, but I would watch it not like every day, all day, but like at night I would, and when I stopped, I would just get depressed because I'm not getting that endorphin high. You know what I mean? And but then throughout the day, little things give me joy now. Like a little bird. I'm just like, I didn't see a horse fuck a girl in the ass, so I get to see a bird.
Nice. Okay, I see what you're saying.
No, I never watched that kind of porn. I never got that farther down.
You
but,
never watched it just to see what it would look
no,
like?
no, dude, no, I couldn't watch it.
Really?
No, the closest thing I've
You
ever
struck
seen.
me as a horse cock porn kind of guy.
Closest thing I've ever seen was that documentary Zoo. Have you seen that? Zoo?
Oh, the guy that was fucking those horses?
Yeah. You ever seen it?
I've heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Is it a
fun.
Canadian guy or something?
No, he's up in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay. Yeah. Same
And
thing.
he started this commune for people that like to fuck animals. And
Yeah.
but it was so like
And
Is that illegal?
he got killed by the horse, right?
Yeah.
Because
It
he
fucked
fucked
him
him in
to
the
death.
ass to death.
it fucked him in the ass too much, and he was bleeding to death in the inside, and he didn't
like-
even no. And he's having dinner with his family.
Yeah, he had like a wife and kids.
He's
and they
eating
didn't know.
dinner with his family, and he just falls over.
His intestines just
Yeah.
fell out of his asshole.
But the funniest part about it was like, the funniest part about it was
He's like, "Can you pass the bread?" And all of a sudden, just fucking.
Daddy, why is this snake in this? The snake is in here. What is this purple sock?
I wonder what that guy's last words were.
Hey, pass me the beans, smell.
Pass me the beans, son. Croaks.
Yeah, but like when they would interview people, like that real serious, dark, diary thing, and the music's playing. Like the first time I knew I was Zoo, and they're like, "Hey, are you Zoo?" That was the thing. Yo, you Zoo? What's up?
That's what they said?
Yeah,
Really?
Zoo-woo.
I'm Zoo. That's what I'm. First time I knew I was Zoo, I was at my uncle's ranch, and I saw his horse
You should write zoo novels.
prancing in the field, and just the muscles glistening inside, and then I knew I was Zoo, like shit like that. It was amazing.
And that's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's not like...
It's
like
called Zoo.
There were
zoo,
flies swarming around the horse's ass. As
and
they
but it's
approached.
the same thing as saying like, oh, I knew I was gay, but they're saying zoo. They knew they wanted to fuck animals, but
Yeah,
not...
it's the same thing as being gay.
Yeah.
Tom, what is?
From a dogmatic point, right? I think they're all supposed to get stoned to death.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
They're all going to
That's
hell.
why monkeypox is heating up again.
Hey, you know what? Is that
What
a
is
gay thing?
What is monkeypox, Tom? Tell me. That's why I wanted you also to come on. Is because you like pay attention to the outside world, and I don't. I just think about me
Uh-huh.
and my problems because I'm like I want to help people. You
Right.
think about the outside world and like what's going on and stuff. But me, I'm more concentrate on what really matters.
Okay.
But no, but seriously, like you actually pay attention. What is going on right now with monkeypox? What is this thing right now?
It's definitely affecting our LGBTQ
Yeah.
community.
Is there anything bad about it?
Yeah, I mean,
Boom, boom, boom.
Do you want me to read some...
it can
Yes.
it can cause some serious problems. Really bring some.
Is it like
tough
is
times to
it
you.
a immune deficiency? What is it?
monkeypox is a rare but potentially serious disease
Yeah.
caused by the monkeypox virus. Thank you. It is typically characterized by a new unexplained rash and skin lesions. Other early symptoms of monkeypox include fever, chills, and swollen lymph nodes. And it's
Sounds like-
spread from person to person through direct contact with the rash, scabs, or bodily fluids. I read something in the New York Post recently that said that there was an outbreak at a bathhouse somewhere.
But why is it,
I've
why is it affecting like,
Because
mostly
here,
gay people?
this is what happened. Dr. Fauci was gonna
Dr. Fauci.
he was gonna retire after this was like COVID was like his swan song, like
yeah.
AIDS
It was
was
beautiful.
like
It was beautiful.
yeah, AIDS was like his like that was like his baby, like that was like what really
He was
launched him
clearing,
into
that was clearing his throat. AIDS. He was just clearing his throat.
and he wants to hang up the gloves and retire and walk away from COVID, but it just didn't really work out the way he wanted it to. So he's like, I'm gonna go back to Africa and fuck that monkey one more time and see
Yeah.
what we can cook up.
I can imagine that talk in
And
the office, like, who do you know right now is able to fuck a monkey
yeah,
and bring that virus right here? There are different variants. The different variants and different Omicrons and Oxymosa come.
what we
There's-
have to do is mitigate from the lesions that are spreading typically and ironically in the
No,
homosexual
but he's
community.
got that growl. He's like, the Omicron and the variants. The variants are coming around and they're going to kill everybody. You need 2 masks. 2 masks work together. 1 mask doesn't work.
Well,
But 1 mask and 1 mask work.
it's more of like an STD from what I understand, and they released
but
like a guideline for the CDC on like how to have sex in the age of monkeypox, and like it's fucking ridiculous. You know how like when COVID was first started, they like had to put like the little pictures of people standing in a triangle like 6 feet apart, and like there'd be little arrows and like
Yeah.
with like their masks on, like the little gifts
Yeah.
and stuff.
Can my pet get monkeypox from the CDC?
If you're a zoo. But they show basically what to do, and like one of the things they say is like cover your body entirely.
When you fuck.
Yeah, like, and I'm
What?
thinking to myself, like, they want you to like just wrap yourself like in different garments or like
That's what I do.
latex.
That's what I do.
So you know how I had that Allies of
I
Science
never
where
take my clothes off.
where I handed out the butt plugs. I want to
Yeah.
hand out bags to people with like monkeys on them, so it looks like they're monkeys, and they wear the bag while they have sex with each other, and then say that it's a public PPE, personal protective
Hey,
equipment.
in all seriousness, this does say that it can be easily spread by respiratory secretions during prolonged face-to-face
Dude, we're all gonna
contact.
die.
No, it's saying, it literally says, this is from the CDC website.
If somebody fucked someone's
kissing,
face,
cuddling, and
yeah.
sex, and then right underneath this it says, but it's not considered a sexually transmitted infection.
Right.
You understand what I'm like? So
You don't-
basically, the only way you can get it is by like physically being involved with somebody, but it's not a sexually.
You don't
that's
have
a-
to
that's a-
necessarily
that's a-
have sex with them, right?
Well, that's a paradox.
What
Yeah.
about the cuddlers?
Yeah, yeah.
Like certain STDs, you're not going to get from touching people's
Are they
touching their
are they in
skin.
trouble? I
Dude,
still
I'm not
wanna-
kidding.
but
I
it's-
did get scabies from a Mexican garage fuck.
I believe you.
Garage
And
fuck?
I'm
Why'd
almost-
why'd you fuck her in the garage?
because that's where she lived. She was actually hot. But
Was
dude,
she
I,
like was she like chained up in this garage? It's like fucking Black Snake Moan or whatever that shit was.
no, but
Tom, like you have a genius inside of you. I've always thought that you haven't really let go or unleashed it onto the world as much as you will.
Yeah,
You're-
I'm modest.
You're modest in it. You're not as you
The
don't
thing
do it
is,
as much.
I have to keep keep it cool sometimes.
Yeah.
I become a little too hot in the streets.
Well,
so I gotta lay
your
back in
problem
the
is
cut.
you have a girlfriend and
that too.
and you try you don't want to piss her off. Like he's told me this. He won't say jokes on stage because she might get mad.
oh, you can't live your life like that.
I wouldn't say all that. I think there's some things that I've said to you in private, probably about previous relations and previous encounters with other women that may have been funny.
I'm
And it's
sorry.
like, oh,
but-
you should talk about that on stage. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I don't really care to bring
Oh,
that
that's
one up with front of my girlfriend.
I thought. Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry, but still,
Yeah.
I get that. But like, still, you can't censor yourself. She should censor herself. I should always think, because she's the woman. But you shouldn't censor yourself, and that would turn her on if you censor her. Like, don't ever talk about another man whatsoever. As far as you're concerned, she's a virgin. I think a woman should get her vagina or her hymen brought back to life. At the beginning of a new relationship, she should get her hymen reinstalled, and so
Yeah.
you break it, so you can be like,
100%.
this
man.
pussy is mine now. It is molded to my cock, and because when you take a girl's virginity, it's like that's your pussy forever. Because it's like, and your dick's the key. It becomes a
Well-
cast to your penis, right? No other dick could ever really fill
Yeah.
it, all the crevices and stuff.
yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? So it's like there's got to be a way to reset the pussy. And I'm gonna work with a scientist one day when I'm rich and be like, how can we reset a vagina in the beginning of a relationship? That will cause so much less pain in relationships when you know that you took a girl's virginity for real. Because every guy wants a virgin. That 9/11, those guys just wanted a good girl.
You ever fucked a virgin?
Yes.
Yes.
I never did.
No.
No, I like dirty whores. I always have.
I know you have. Well, even when you were
Yeah.
younger,
Dude, I lost my virginity to a stripper. The first like 5 girls I fucked, like by the
How-
time I was like 20 years old,
how old were you when
like
you lost
80% of the girls I fucked were all strippers.
how old were
This
you?
is
How old
not,
were you when you lost your virginity?
I was 18.
What a pussy.
What?
18? I was like fucking 8. No, dude. 18 is pretty old though for losing your virginity. But you have slept with 7,000 women now. Right?
7,000? No.
You said how many women have you slept
Dude,
with?
somewhere around 150 to 200.
That's crazy.
But I don't
That's
really
good,
think that's
though.
that much of an
That's good, right?
accomplishment in today's day and age, though.
No,
Right.
I mean the fact you're still
Once
Dude,
you-
alive.
having a high body count now is almost embarrassing.
No.
I think it's changing again.
You know, there's a guy, Entrepreneurs in Cars. Did you ever watch that guy? But he talks about how a woman's body count matters because we talked about this in the last pod with Leonardo. Because a woman, it doesn't matter about the guy's body count. A man's more concerned about a woman's past as he should be, and a woman's more concerned about a man's future.
Right, naturally.
Because if a woman's been with a bunch of dudes, she's less likely to be able to pair bond with you and maintain a monogamous relationship, right?
Yeah, that's what you would
Yeah.
call a whore.
Yeah, whore. But I think that but the problem is that a woman would never tell you how many guys that she's been with. You
No,
know?
they usually lie.
You have to add like
Add 20.
add 2 zeros.
Add
whatever
2
they-
zeros.
Whatever they say. Tom, I want to apologize to you. I haven't been in touch with you. I don't know where you've been.
I don't know where you've been, bro. I've been worried about you. Last time I saw you, we did a show together in Fort Worth, and then
Oh yeah.
that was it. I think you invited me on the podcast
Where
a
at?
few
Was
times.
it at Hyenas by chance?
Yeah.
That's a good club.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I've fallen into like isolation and stuff. There's been like, and I feel really bad because like I don't call my dad. I don't call family members as much.
Are you
as
seeing her again, Ryan?
Seeing who?
You know who.
I don't want to talk about my personal life on my podcast.
Okay, well, I thought that had something to do with it, maybe.
Well, no. I would actually like even when I wasn't seeing anybody, I would fall into a depression because of that, not seeing anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've just been going through my own like struggles because I'm like a lover. You know,
Okay.
I'm a lover.
I think we
And
all are.
You're a romantic.
I'm a romantic. You know, I like to like sit by the window smoking cigarettes, listening to Radiohead and smoking opium
Okay.
and
That actually sounds pretty nice.
yeah, you know, and writing poetry about, you know, her anus. I don't know, like Baudelaire or something. I don't know. But like,
I mean, I think
I'm a romantic, but it's ruining my life.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
That's
ruined.
why it's called a
I
hopeless
mean,
romantic, right?
It's I've actually admitted to my friend today. I was like, dude, I'm destroyed. Like I'm broken. Like this town, I fucking just ran it to the ground. Like my love life is just ran to the ground.
just from one woman.
Everything has gone to shit. Yeah, I have to admit defeat to be successful. You know, you have to admit, like, what when you get sober.
Are
have
you
to admit-
guys together?
I'm not at this moment currently with anybody.
Dude, why don't you just get like juggle a handful of
Yeah. Why
girlfriends?
don't you
or
just go
something,
marry
man?
her and fucking go disappear in some fucking state park with her?
Dude,
for,
get
like,
you a
year?
rotation going, man.
And just come back by myself.
Exactly. Put an end to.
I'm serious. Get
a
two
rot-
girlfriends. Juggle two girlfriends.
I don't like I can't imagine that.
Yeah, but if you spread your focus onto two, then you're not going to be as obsessed with one of them.
I can see the benefit of that. It's just that like I like I'm dude, not I don't just put all my all. I haven't just put it thinking about a girl that I'm dating or whatever. I'll concentrate on my comedy at the same time, starting this nootropic business I have and shit. Like I'm always thinking about like 3 or 4 things I'm obsessing about at the same time, right? But
You're neurotic.
But
Yeah.
I put all of my shit into those things. But like sometimes you can get into a relationship with someone who doesn't put the same amount of work into it as you want to, and you end up doing more work and you're not getting much out of it. And or it could just be me. I don't know. But I'm
No,
fucked.
that's
Oh my
those are
God.
valid feelings
I'm
for
broken.
sure.
I don't know how to uh be a good
Hey, you're Ryan.
boyfriend. Yeah. That's
You're
why
gonna be okay,
I
man.
didn't want to talk
You
about this
fucking
because
breathe, bro.
I didn't want to talk about this.
Like,
No, this is why I didn't want to talk about this because it's like I can't. It just fucks me up, dude.
Dude, you can't. You got to just sack up. You can't be
well,
soft.
I mean,
You know what
I
I'm
am
saying?
soft. I am
you're
soft.
coming in.
I am
You're
soft.
asking about how
I'm,
I'm doing with my girl.
yeah, I know. I know.
I'm
You're
very
right.
happy.
You're right.
And
You're right.
so on the flip side of that, I haven't
You're
heard
right.
from you a
You're
little
right.
bit. I thinking this chick's fucking kidnapped you or something. I honestly thought some things really turned for the worse.
Or you could do the old trick that I taught you before the show, but you can't talk about that on air.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
I'll
Okay.
tell you the trick later, Tom.
All right.
He'll show you.
Works
the
like
trick.
a charm.
Okay.
No.
when I say
Um,
that, I mean it'll just make you feel a lot better about. You know, what, never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, no, we'll figure it out.
Right now, I'm actually at this moment not with her, and
Did you see any like parallels to the Amber Heard story with what you were going through?
Dude,
'Cause
when
I was
when
like,
that
it was like Twilight Zone for me. I'm like, I know somebody that's like this.
dude, the thing with Johnny Depp is like, but that's the thing.
it reminded me of my baby mama too.
Dude, but that's the thing. It's like he told himself for 2 years. He was like, "I hope it gets better. I keep hoping and thinking it'll get better." She cut my hand
Yeah.
off, and I'm sleeping on the floor
She
in the
shit in my
bathroom.
bed.
She shit in my bed, but I'm hoping it gets better. Like,
But
and that's the thing. It's like
she abused him so well that he loved it. You know what I mean?
well,
Like,
that's the
Right.
thing. When you get
Yeah.
abused by someone, you can't. They tell you you're a piece of shit. So the only person that can make you feel like you're not is her. So you stick around.
so you don't get to see how much of a piece of shit she
Yeah,
actually
also-
is.
It's an
also-
emotional Stockholm syndrome. You know what I mean?
Also, people that are abusive like that, I experienced this with my son's mom. They will tell you that you're abusing them.
Yeah. yeah.
And they will say it every day,
And
every single day.
But dude, the thing is though, it's like it's embarrassing to admit that you've been abused as a man. So you'd rather just say it's my fault. I've been a dick, instead of being like, "Hey, I'm being abused." You know what I mean? Instead of because
It's not the fact that
and so you keep going back to them.
You're allowed to talk
Wait.
about being abused. You just can't act like a bitch about
so you
it.
keep going back to
you know?
them because you're like, "Oh, it's my fault. I got to change and stuff like that." Instead of being like, "I'm being abused here," because that's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Well,
I don't know. Like,
I know what you mean, but I also think that. I mean, I don't know. I draw a lot of parallels from my personal experiences, but I'm also like an asshole. So
I am
now
too.
that
I am
now that I'm saying when you said that, I'm thinking that actually might not apply to.
That's why I've never had a problem getting a girlfriend. It's always been one at a time. But like, because I am naturally an asshole. I have a friend who's the nicest guy in the world. He hasn't gotten laid in like 50 years, and he's just because he just wants to have a family. He just wants a wife and a kid. And he wants to take care of her and be nice. And girls are like, "Pfft, whatever, They want a fucking asshole. They like a guy that gives them a
Well, I
challenge.
mean, just order one from
Huh.
overseas.
Well, he actually thought he had AIDS because he had sex with He thought he had AIDS. We went out to dinner, and he started coughing. This was
Here we
pre.
go.
This was pre COVID, right? And he started coughing, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Oh, it's probably the AIDS." I'm like, and I thought he was just joking, right? And he's like,
That's
"No."
how casually and
Yeah,
cavalier
and
he brought it
I was
up.
like, I thought he was just joking. He's like, "No, I'm serious." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, I went to a massage. I went to a massage parlor and I fucked her without a condom on, and I cummed inside of her, and it was an Asian lady, and he's like, "Did she let you?" And he's like, "No, she didn't. She didn't like it." She was like, "No, no, no, don't come in me."
Wow.
And he
So that guy,
and I was like,
is
"Well,
that rape?
yeah, I don't know, mate. No, because she agreed to have sex with him. It's just like cum rape, I guess. But
No, yeah, you're right. That's not.
They
rape.
call that stealthing.
I call it the old Houdini.
They made a law in California, like
That'd
a
be-
stealthing ban.
in California, I bet they would. They'd be
Yeah.
like, "It is not fair that you came in me without asking. You're going to jail for 50 years, even though I let you fuck me. You shouldn't have."
Well, I
came."
think that's also like when you like have a condom on and you take it off. In
That's
the
the
middle of it,
Houdini.
and then
that's the
So the first time I heard of that was my friend was telling me that he heard this thing. He like read it on Urban Dictionary, and it's when you're fucking a girl from behind, and then you spit on their back, so they
Mhm.
think you came, and then they turn around and they're like, "What the fuck?" And then you blow your load in their face.
yeah.
That's what I heard the
It
Houdini.
takes like
is.
so much. It's so much work, you know. What about the donkey punch? You ever heard of that?
When you punch the asshole and the socket comes, the fucking.
No.
I-
No, it's like I heard. It's like you hit him in the back of the head, and then like and then they like squeeze tight. You know, this Navy guy told me about it. He was like in Jacksonville. He's like, "Oh man, I went to like a bunch of Asian countries and shit, and these Asian girls, man, they knew about the donkey punch. They were like, no donkey punch, no." I'm like, "Here it comes. You're gonna get a donkey punch,
dude.
And they're like, "No donkey punch," and he would just, "Oh, you're gonna get it." That's how. Then the Arabian goggles. You know what that?
Will you wrap your sack around their eyes?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty household.
Have you ever?
name.
You know what? Christ.
Yeah, but no. I've just been, but I've also been dealing with like, um, becoming like the empire that I am.
Right.
I'm very busy.
You
you
had
know.
some shows out of state again. I've seen just like
Well,
last summer
I've
you
had
your
I've had
tours.
no choice but to try. I was like, you guys are banning me here. Now I have to go and become a nationwide name. You know, that's
Yeah.
what you guys want me to do. You're making me get famous. I was like, I didn't even want to do this to you guys. Now I have to become super famous and make Rogan open for me now.
Do you see a difference in like audience outside of Austin or like outside of Texas lately?
I'm
with the
going to New
material you've
York
been
tomorrow
doing?
morning, and they are a fucking very intellectual crowd. They're very like, make me laugh. What do you have? You know, and it's more of a workout. Like, and I don't really like performing for them. You know, LA, they're really laid back and cool, and like, you know, here it's like laid back pretty much, but there's a lot of like fear of like saying the wrong thing. If you say the wrong thing, and there's a black person here, they're like, we gotta protect him. You know, and even though the black person's laughing, up in Pennsylvania, where I played for like 350 black people, and that was a challenge at first. 'Cause I hadn't been on stage in like 3 weeks, and they were like, "Wrong crowd," because
For
like,
which joke?
well, I said, dude, I went to do a movie, like this little small budget movie, but it was living hell in a basement. We recorded it, and for 3 weeks I didn't do stand up, and then all of a sudden David Lucas asked me to open and host for him and Guy Tori, which is the black dude in American History X, the guy, that one
Oh,
name
okay,
he
yeah.
becomes friends with. I didn't
Yeah.
know that he
And
was a
the prison friend.
yeah. I didn't know he was a comic, but he sold the fucking improv out, dude. It was like 250 people, all black, and first time I've been on stage in 3 weeks, right? So I was cold as hell, and I couldn't get my persona together, and I was scared because I knew my jokes wouldn't go over that well. And I was like, my neighbor's got this Black Lives Matter sign in her window. I love it because I always forget.
That's what you opened up with?
They were like, but they love this one joke, the bad credit. I have bad credit, so I had to drive over there just to show them that I'm white.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, ha ha ha. But the best thing they love is when I went after. They loved when I went after lesbians. They're like, they love that shit when I went after lesbians.
You should have opened up with going after lesbians.
Yeah, well, I
Next
didn't.
time,
you know.
just
I'll even play that clip since it's my podcast. I can do that shit to show you. But like, no, because it's like one of my best like riffs ever is going after these two lesbians that were in the front row, and it's the hardest I've ever crushed in these two, maybe 1 minute. It's a 1 minute crush. Like it was just like beautiful how it all came together.
this was recent.
No, this was,
Okay, yeah,
but like Fort Worth is amazing. They're my favorite. They love dark comedy.
yeah.
And I've noticed that that's what the selling point is. When I hate saying dark comedy because really it's just comedy, but like
Right.
you have to say dark comedy so people know that it's gonna be real
So
comedy.
the pussies don't go to it.
Yeah, and
Got
and
it.
the people that love real comedy come. And right now we sold
I've
about
seen a lot of people kind of packaging their events with dark comedy lately.
Yeah.
Locally.
You seen that shit?
I've seen it.
Those fucking pieces of
You
shit.
saw it too?
Those
I was
pieces
wondering
of
if you've seen that.
dude. There's a guy, you know, Johnny Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. Even though he doesn't tell me when he's here and doesn't talk to me, but he made a show called Sick Joke, just like my show, Sick Fucks. A little bit close, you know. I patented that name, Sick. Everyone knows that shit.
Well,
I have a
Sick
couple-
Joke is a podcast.
Is that his podcast?
Yeah, he's been doing that for probably a year.
Whatever. Anyways, no, but he started his actual comedy show. Sick.
Oh, okay.
Sick.
So he's yeah. He didn't steal that from you.
Yeah, everyone knows he's. I like Johnny a lot, even though I wish he would say hi to me when he comes to town. You know, after all we've been through. No, we used to go to Mike's and shit together, and I asked him if I could come on Carol or on the Laugh Factory. I remember this, and he turns around. He's like, "Listen, man, I still don't know how to tell you this, but you're just not ready." I remember because I was kind of new,
Yeah.
and I never forgot that.
Yeah.
And I was always like that. And I still put him on my shows, but I would always remind him, "Hey, man, you remember when you said that shit?"
Yeah.
But
Am I ready now?
no, but yeah. Oh, am I ready now for you to be on my show? Johnny's funny as fuck. Like I think Johnny's like his skits are amazing. You know, like those little skits he'll do, just like when he's watering, when he's watering the plants, talking about like prison sex or some shit. He's so fucking funny, dude. Um, but yeah, and he's a tall motherfucker. But I went to Florida. I went to Naples. They were really great.
Yeah, I was giving you some recommendations.
All right, here it
out
is.
there.
Here it is, guys. Here it is.
You like Naples? Is this in Naples?
Can you hear it?
This isn't Naples.
This is 3 weeks of no stand up. It's only a minute and 50 seconds of 3 weeks no stand up, and I'm freaking out. 250 black people in front of me, and I'm dying to try to make a joke, and nothing's working. Are you guys lesbians? Yeah. That's hilarious. Lesbians are really funny. You guys have like really great imaginations. You can just go your whole lives pretending you're having sex. That shit. I was like, why do you guys like this so much? They love it.
I like when you go after somebody specifically in the crowd, and they can all mob up on them.
I just think you can't really know what it's like to love someone until you're totally in and balls deep. Right? So, who's heard who? You used to say guys, didn't you? I can see your eyes. She's seen some dick. I can see it. How many? What happened? Just,
Good job, man.
Wait. It's almost over. Wait. Over to you. Which one's down the dude? You're great. Wait for the end, the punch. Why do you have toys shaped like this? You hate them. All I'm gonna say is this.
We gotta listen to the whole
Yeah.
set.
The quality isn't.
Remember this part. When you're making love, both of you are here because some guy went, ugh. And then the applause. The applause. Dude. Everything else was bombing.
I feel you.
All
I don't
my
know how good
all,
that's gonna
all my
sound
jokes did not work whatsoever.
for everyone that's watching this on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I think
but
every single person watching this podcast is gonna skip forward until that.
You know what? Both of you can go fuck yourselves.
Well, nobody wants to watch
Actually,
a podcast where somebody's holding down a phone
everyone
recording up to their mic.
that loves my podcast loves the jokes, guys. And both of you are being really mean right now.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I hope that they can hear what.
Oh no,
you're saying.
I can hear it. It sounds like somebody's holding a phone up to a microphone.
Okay, let's go back to being a podcast. Let's have a conversation. So what's going on, Tom?
Well,
How's life?
I've been, like I said, I've been a little bit more low key lately. Been just working and shit, but it's also
That's
fucking
really
hot,
interesting. That's really
hot as hell outside. And
Very interesting, Tom.
I know Cap City just opened up here in town.
Do tell.
That used to be one of the places I like to go to.
You are
to
from
do
Austin.
comedy.
You are from Austin, so Cap City used to be the place, right?
Yeah.
And they closed down. What is it like in there? Is it? It's like a real club, right?
Well, it's not the same people that are running it. It's not the same location. So
But
Helium
I
bought
honestly
it.
couldn't tell you what it's like because it just opened up. I know what
But-
Helium's like. I've been to Helium before.
But the insides of it is the same, right? It's the same.
No, it's not the same building.
They renovated it.
It's a different location completely.
Oh,
They have the same old location up with their old sign that says "Keep your mask on," and they don't even fucking. They're not. The business isn't even there anymore, but they just leave their logo and their fucking thing up there.
Dude,
I'm gonna go. By the time this podcast comes out, I'm gonna go and rip. I'm gonna go take all the fucking letters down from it.
well. So have you been doing?
I will. It was me. I did it.
Like, have you been performing there?
No, I'm saying that was the club that I like to go to the open mics and like to just kind of.
Do they have open mics at this new one?
I don't know. They should. I hope so, but I haven't seen anything yet.
I
Well,
saw Tim Dillon there, and
Yeah.
it was yes. What you're asking is the answer is yes. It was a legit club.
Not like Creek in the Cave. It was like a
Let me
real
ex-
club.
Let me explain this. So when they had an open mic there, you had to buy a ticket to get in the open mic. It was like $7, and then you would also have to spend money while you're there. You'd have to have 2 items on your check to sit
That's
there.
the way you're supposed to fucking
That's how a
do
comedy
it.
club works,
Dude, that's what the Creek in the Cave.
So
They don't make you pay 2 drinks a minimum, and that's why they're like, "Why aren't we making any money?" And like you're supposed to have.
I think
2
they
drinks.
just enjoy. I think they like it to be more of a hangout place. Like it's like almost like they'd rather not be overwhelmed with business and having to.
We don't
want
want to be overwhelmed with making money. You know, we just want to have gender
They're-
neutral bathrooms.
I don't. Do they
and-
have
have
gender
a-
neutral bathrooms anymore there,
Well,
or did they change it?
They changed it. Yeah,
Because
they-
everybody was just doing cocaine, right?
No,
Or they
I
fucking-
think
fucking
I think
and maybe
I-
some rape accusations, probably.
Yeah,
Dude,
no, I think
fucking
I
you
think
look-
on I think all the men were just taking nasty dumps in the female's bathroom, and they
Yeah.
just had enough of it.
yeah,
This is
whatever
what you
happened.
wanted, right?
Yeah, whatever
This is
happened
what
to
you
equality.
wanted.
Whatever happened to equality? It was so weird, gender neutral bathrooms, because you were washing your hands next
It
to
was
a chick.
Some trainee went in there and just fucking blew the place up, and they were like, "Get this fucking freak out of here!"
Is that what
Trying
they
to put
said?
a tamp on it. I gotta
wouldn't-
I
say.
doubt that's what they
What
said.
would Jeff with a? Or, what was that guy that wrote that article about you? Jeff with a K or something?
Jeff with 1 F.
Wait, Jeff. what?
Did you read that article?
Yeah,
He would
No.
love what you
You
just
showed it
said,
to me,
Tom.
You loved it, right?
yeah, it was great.
You were proud.
I was very
weren't you?
proud
Yeah.
of my boy.
Yeah, I need to still print that. Yeah, I need to like contact him like through a pseudonym. Like, hey, Ryan's playing here, Ryan Joseph. Get him to write an article.
Yeah,
everywhere
what-
I
Get him
go.
to do it over and
have him
over.
be
Would
my
you like to
publicist.
Free
Yeah.
press.
Can you believe it that he's playing right here? He's like, what? Take my tampon out. We're gonna write an article.
But back what I was saying about Cap City, though, it was dope when they would have open mics there because the place would fill out like it was like a full club of people that want to see comedy, as opposed to like,
At the Blind
some
Pig, where there's a
place
bunch
where
of
it's
drunk
the same
people at a
open
bar.
micers and a couple
Well, how's
drunk people.
how's
at
the
the
Greek
bar.
in the Cave doing now? Like, how are they? Are they filling up like shows and stuff? I heard it's not.
I don't know,
I've,
man.
I've
I mean,
been maybe
it's
twice
like it's
in the
like
past 4 or 5 months.
When you gone there, how is it like the shows?
they just run open
So-so.
mics all day, every day until they've booked somebody that's a big name to try to get people to come out.
This is the
But
business
it just
model.
had seemed
This is-
kind of
this is
far
how-
and few between.
Dude, this is how it went. Like, guys, this is the business model. 1, we don't make people buy anything. 2, we have free shows where people come, and it's just comics, right? Because they don't have any money. And then they hang out, and then we make them watch tranny shows or shows about dating on stage. Cha-ching.
I mean, they definitely have some good shows, but the times I've just walked in there,
I'm bitter.
it's just been like I said, so. It's not like packed out. It's not like when
People-
Rogan's in there or something.
a lot
used
of
to-
a lot of newer comedians appreciate the place for being what they call a gym, and it being there to where they can have a place to hang out and do maybe 1-2 mics a night. But to me, I don't have the same type of gratitude for something like that because it's like, how often is it really like worth my time and investing into like putting
What's-
my energy into the place?
Bring-
If it's,
put that mic a little bit closer.
how much is it worth my time and putting my energy into the place if it's not legitimate? Like, it doesn't feel like what I'm used to. You know what I mean? So
Well,
it's like
as opposed to Cap City, is what you're saying.
right, or exactly, or like
Wait,
some place that has a renowned open mic where there's going to be people
you
there
felt-
every week and they're packed.
You felt like
It's
you weren't.
oversaturated.
You
is
felt
what it
like
is.
you're not going to get as much out of it going to open like that because like Cap City's like if you fucking do good, you get somewhere, right?
You hear a real response because it's a room full of people that want to see like a legit comedy show.
Right, but then if you do well, the booker sees you and shit.
And
then
yeah, that
you're-
too.
Yeah,
I'm not even thinking about that, but yeah, absolutely.
Hey, what's that real small room, Ryan? I saw you perform there one time. Real small room on right off of 6th,
The Velveeta room.
no,
Firehouse Hostel, maybe?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Dude,
That place is awesome.
okay.
place is
Well,
dope.
one of the times I was there, the people at the bar, because the bar's right next to the stage, right? That's
Yeah.
that place.
They got really strong jokes there.
Well, the people at the bar weren't even paying attention, and
Yeah.
so there was like chatter over the whole show. It was fucking terrible.
It's
Oh,
just because the
really?
comics aren't good.
I've seen a couple shows there.
You have to
and-
be able to change them. Because like the way to do that is to go. Bill Burr talked about this too. Is to go so far close over the line, talking almost like N-word shit. Where they turn their head and look at you,
Yeah.
and then you have short shit that gets laughter quick,
Yeah.
quick, and project your voice. And don't go into these long stories about your mom walking your dog.
What
one
about
day.
like insulting the crowd and then bringing them back?
Insulting the crowd is? I've been
Like what Bill Burr did at that stadium in like Philly.
Did he bring him back?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just roasted them.
He roasted him
Well,
for like
I-
10, 15
I
minutes.
thought
then-
he just roasted him. the whole
No,
time.
and then he brought
That's
them
because
back.
that's like the way you know, it's like that's the way you kind of show some camaraderie there is by talking shit to each other.
Yeah.
So like, oh, okay, he's one of us. He's talking shit
Yeah.
about us.
Well, it's also like a
Some-
show of dominance.
But sometimes
for
you
sure.
sometimes you can alienate. Like if you go after one person and you treat a person like shit, the rest of the audience are not gonna like you.
well,
you-
no,
if you
he
do
was
it-
doing
if
it
you-
to like the entire
That-
crowd.
Right.
There was-
But if you can say like, you've seen comics go like, you guys fucking suck, fuck you, when they're doing bad, that does never works.
I was
know?
at the Sandjack Saloon open mic.
Yeah.
They have an
like, a
open mic
couple-
there now too.
They've been having one every Sunday for like over a year. Yeah,
oh, I didn't know
upstairs.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so there was this drunk Polish guy that was at the end of the bar that was just fucking talking so much during everyone's set, getting up, like trying to interact, like he was wasted. They're just letting him stay the whole time, and just
Yeah.
kind of it was whatever. And then right when I was about to go up, the host was like, "We got so and so on deck," and everyone just started cheering for that person because he was on deck, and like he had just walked in with like a crowd. And like, oh, he's not going up yet. It's actually Thomas Sisca's coming up.
They're
And
like, this
so,
motherfucker.
yeah, so then like everyone's like kind of like, oh, like they didn't even like,
Yeah,
they didn't
get
have
over-
any
get
energy
over it,
anymore.
get
Like
over
fuck this. And then so I get up there, start doing my material, and every single person's talking in here. So I just like spazzed out. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like it was 4th of July. I had like an American. I had an American polo, like not an actual polo.
This is
American.
my day where I dildo
Yeah,
my
exactly,
asshole.
Exactly. I had
fucking-
had like
fucking
statues of
myself with a
Liberty and like
rooster of-
World War II fighter planes on
I
it.
blew a bald eagle today.
And
This
I
is my
told
day.
I
I'm
told
Tom Sisca.
yeah, so I took it all out on the Polish guy because everyone else was fucking giving it to him. So I was like, hey, you fucking Polish bastard. I'm like, this is my holiday. You're in here talking during a comedy show. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
And get the fuck out of my country.
And then I was like, I hope when Russia's done with Ukraine, they go into Poland and just fucking level you people out. And
That's
I'm gonna
funny.
be laughing. And
did
he
you-
turned and looked at me, and I was like, you do know Polish people are like the jokes of the whole world, like the oldest joke that
Yeah.
like is like the Polish joke, like
Just
you're a fucking Mongoloid.
I'm invading
And
Poland. It's gonna take.
He
half a
got
day.
up, and I'm just saying this to get to fucking get everyone to shut the fuck up and listen.
Did it
to me.
work?
It did, and he got up and he was like, "Apologize now." And he like walked up. He was a big ass dude. And,
You're not on camera anymore.
yeah, no, he got up and demanded me to apologize. I was like, "Sir, America apologizes to no one. Sit your fucking ass down." And I told everyone else to follow me outside and fight me, and that I would die for this country in an insurrection. And
Dude, you are a true patriot, Tom.
You're an American
so-
fucking hero.
And then I walked
are.
out, and my buddy, who's the host, this other guy, they thought I was like serious, and like I was just kind of leading into the character, just trying to get people to shut up and cause a scene. It wasn't really like I was
Like you're the
really
type
ready.
of guy.
I wasn't really ready to fight to the death, but if
What is-
someone took a swing at me,
What is
I
that
would've been
movie with Patrick Swayze? Like Red Dawn? Is it Red Dawn?
Oh yeah.
You're the type of guy that would just start coming in his pants at that opportunity to fight like invaders of
ready.
America.
We've already been invaded.
I know,
And
Tom,
yeah,
I know, Tom.
I'm just.
But like, I'm saying, like, if it was like blatantly,
Yeah.
like if like Russians or blacks, I'm kidding, or no, but like if anybody invaded this country and you would be like, oh my god, I can't wait. This is what I've been living for. Is just to like fight for America. I love that about you.
We've been invaded, Ryan.
We have been invaded.
And
What have we been invaded by, Tom? What are the news stories going on? What is going on with the world? You've only told me about monkeypox, dude. What is
like
going on?
The Georgia Guidestones exploded, and then like
How many more minutes do we have in this pod? This
a
pod has
week
been-
later, the prime
this
minister
pod
of
has been
Japan was
shit.
shot.
What-
The ex
what-
prime
It's
minister
been the worst pod ever. How many more?
Boris Johnson resigned.
That's how many minutes I've left,
5.
dude. How much do I have to pay for an extra 30 minutes?
I'm going to bed.
It's a wrap, bro.
Oh, fuck. So I gotta like fucking.
You were
do
too
my
busy.
Bluetooth thing?
You were too busy playing clips from your phone. To
That was
fucking
that was 2
conduct a
that was 2
podcast.
minutes. That was 2 minutes. So, wait. So what was it? Georgia what?
The Georgia Guidestones. Yeah, I went there
What
on
is
May
that?
4th, 2020,
What is that?
and dressed up in lab coats after protesting the CDC, and we went to these Guidestones. They call it America's Stonehenge. Like Ted Turner and some fucking old like Democrat racist built it in 1980, and they left like instructions on how to keep the population below 500 million.
That's what's going on in the news.
Well, it was in the news like a week ago that somebody blew it up.
Tom, how's your penis working?
It works fine.
Yeah. Yeah. What about the scabies? When you had scabies, did they crawl up your dick too? You felt it like
No, I didn't get them on my
Seen-
dick.
did you
Thank
fin-
God.
Really? So the scabies were like, "Hey, leave that.
Yeah.
That's one I Willie scold.
Yeah, no.
Leave that alone."
It was just like my arms. and my
Because your
back.
girlfriend had scabies the same time as you, right?
She had some marks on her eventually. It didn't really get as bad as I had it. But
So
yeah,
you guys,
she
you
had
guys
took
would
some
like
treatment.
fuck when you had scabies together.
I mean, we did like before we knew we
That's
had it.
fucking awesome. Like, give me your fucking scaby ass. I'll slap,
Let's make them crawl on each other.
slap your ass. Yeah, I feel those fucking bugs under that skin. Fucking whore, scaby. You scabied slut. Hell yeah. So, but the dick was working.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They never got a hold of that.
Well, some people do have a problem, and this podcast is brought to you by
If you're Ryan and
a real. Actually, Blue Chew is the
you need a
shit,
nice romantic evening,
dude. Even
with
if
a psychopath, and you can't find that, you might want to take a Blue Chew.
I don't know who you're talking about because I only date classy women, and I really
Can't get up without being emotionally
I
dominated.
like
and
when a
crushed.
girl. I like when a girl's like. I like telling a girl like, "Hey, tell me how you're gonna ruin my life."
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, "I'm gonna fucking ruin everything about it. I'm gonna fucking get you canceled everywhere." I'm like, "Oh,
You're
God."
short. You're fucking ugly.
Yeah.
You're a pushover. I fucking want to kill you.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm gonna come. I just called 3 clubs and canceled you. Fuck yeah.
You know what? I was talking to that guy, and I did fuck him 2 years ago.
Dude,
All right, let's get this Blue Chew thing going here.
I don't know what girl you're talking about, but like that maybe it was some girl.
Podcast has been a fucking roller coaster.
Maybe that was some girl that I dated like years ago that I told you about, but like I don't know what girl you're talking about.
This was just a typecast for any generic psychopath that you could potentially end up having a romantic encounter with.
Yeah.
These are like role playing of how you would get
Ryan,
hard
you
without
just
Blue
need
Chew.
you need to fuck 3 or 4 girls and you will get over her.
I'm over her.
You should have a. It should be like Queer Eye for the straight guy, but the exact opposite. Like, we're gonna make you straight.
I love
Gary Faust is gonna take you out.
Take you to the titty bar and get you fucking laid.
that would be a good show. That would
It's
be a
not
good show.
hard.
Dude, I know it's not hard to get laid, but you know what? I like to make love.
That's your problem, man.
I'm kidding.
You got to start using women. Use them as
They use us
fuckholes,
as they
dude.
use us.
yeah. Come on.
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
put out what
a
you
romantic.
receive.
You
Get
see,
a sugar mama.
I obviously know what I'm doing. Okay? Obviously know what I got going on here, okay? Let me just talk about something.
Okay.
even if your dick does work well, you take one of these things. I'm speaking from experience. It's just like, fuck, dude, this works really well. It's just
Do
like,
you have some on you right now?
I actually have some being mailed. They're in Houston. They're going to be, that was kind of, it was very, it was very seductive. It was very, it kind of moved a little bit. Gary probably has like 50, like, he probably has like 70 in his pocket.
Fucking the bug out bag.
All right, guys, it's time to dig yourself out of that winter hibernation. They really should give me like a new script.
Dude, you know what, man? You gotta fucking bring a bunch of women around that chick, and it'll fuck with her head, and then she'll.
What chick you guys talking about? I don't even know. Like that person. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mine's totally like hypothetical. Like I know the type of chick you like, and you're not stuck on someone in the past. You're
Dude,
stuck on that.
Wait.
Type of
I want to
person.
say this real quick.
Like
The
that
reason why I've
shit.
been isolated is because I've been banned from 2 fucking clubs here in town. Actually 3. It fucks with your head to know that there's some spaces out there that won't let you in because some fucking cunt comics lied about you and then you feel like people believe this crazy shit about you and it fucks with you, dude, and you want to isolate and shit. You don't feel like
You
you're
need
the
to
same
fight
person.
back.
Well, I have fought back on my pod, and actually, some people actually left comments on the pod. They were like, "Hey, we just messaged Vulcan saying we're gonna ask them to, unban you or some shit." I'm like, "Actually, this is the person you messaged." But no, I have been fighting back by talking about it. Finally, my producer told me not to. He's like, "Don't talk about it, man. Don't you just gotta be bigger." And I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to dox people. I'm going to. I'm going to talk. Guys, really, come on, we want to talk about this, okay? Because this is important about your dick. If your dick's working good, you know that everything's okay in life. And it's time to get yourself together. It's time to get out of that spring and stay sprung. Because it's summertime and the women are easy. and and that's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets, and they taste really good and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. It comes really quick, actually. The best part, it's all done online, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations. Can you imagine, hey, doc, so how's everything going? Well, I just been like, um, my penis is not working, you know, uh, my, di- none of that, none of that. That was supposed to be funny, and it's not. No waiting line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA. There you go, Tom. They're made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. They always say like first impressions are important. Do you think if you hooked up with a chick and your dick was like, you couldn't get it up the first time, or like, but she still would like, because you like get a girl to fall in love with you, and you take her to the bedroom, and then your dick's not working, and she's like, it's cool, don't worry, like we'll hook up again. Do you think that would happen?
Yeah,
Or
you just wait till the morning and call that the morning thunder.
yeah, well, or you could take a Blue Chew tablet and fucking give her the nighttime lightning.
Yeah, the white lightning.
So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code Joseph at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code Joseph to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com, bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. Tom, is there anything you want to plug? Anything that's going on? You got going on?
Yeah, I work over at a Rolling Smoke Barbecue.
God help
Come
me.
check me out. Come get some food.
Rolling Smoke
Come
Barbecue.
Get some fire.
Yep. You can see Tom perform at Rolling Brook.
No,
Barbecue.
I got a podcast coming out.
Do you?
Utensils of Insanity, it's called.
Where will it be located for people to watch?
Imagine YouTube until it gets taken down.
You know,
Maybe
someone
I'll try to do YouTube, Twitch,
someone
and
said, I think
Band.
I can't remember.
and
I
band.
was
Yeah.
traveling over in another state, and someone was like, "That Tom Cisco episode was really good, man. I like that and shit." So, you got fans out there because of me.
Oh, thanks, Ryan.
Okay, whatever he said, follow that wherever it is.
Yeah.
I got some shows going on. By the time this comes up, actually, I'm gonna have it up tonight. So, if you are in New York City and you want to see the best fucking show you've ever fucking seen, you come to Caroline's tonight, and you're gonna see something that you've never seen before. Jokes that only God could have written on a tablet that cracked in half with lightning hit it. That's what's gonna happen tonight at Caroline's if you're in New York City. So you come to this fucking show and you buy a fucking ticket and you tell that fucking person in the front that sells you the ticket to go fuck themselves. And then you come and you sit down and you're like, hey, I'm here to see Ryan Joseph and David Lucas from Kill Tony and Bill Dawes and JJ Lieberman and Raza Joffrey. So you fucking tell them and you come. You come everywhere, god damn it. With Blue Chew. Thank you so much, guys.
All right. Thank you.